Students, today we will discuss our next topic. The next topic is potential energy in an external field. Potential energy in an external field. Here, 2-3 cases we want to discuss. One is the potential energy of a single charge when it is placing in an external electric field. Then what will be the energy of the two system of charges, the energy of three system of charges, the energy of four system of charges, and finally we have to check the energy of a dipole. So from that, the number one we are going to the students, potential energy of a single charge when it is placing in an external electric field. So consider an uniform electric field E and a test charge plus Q is placed at r distance from the source charge plus Q. This is source charge is taken as the capital Q and this test charge is taken as the small letter q. We have to calculate the potential energy of Q. Okay, this is you want to do. It means here one electric field is there. This is a uniform electric field and this electric field is produced by a charge. This is the source charge. This source charge is produced by electric field. In that electric field, we kept a charge. This test charge we placed. We have to find out what is the potential energy of this electric charge. So for that, we start from the basic, students. The force acting on this charge we can calculate. The force on the charge equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by r square. This is from the Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law we have studied. So the force acting on this charge will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by r square. Now listen, students, clearly try to understand this one. Suppose this charge is at infinity. This charge is at infinity. Which charge? This minus q charge is at infinity and this distance we are considering as the x. And you are shifting this charge a small distance, that is dx, and in this direction. Already we know the force acting on this charge is this much, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by r square. Now how much force you are applying on that charge to shift that charge in this direction? Our answer is we have to apply a force that F external should be equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by r square. It means how much force is acting on that charge, that same amount of force you have to apply, but your force will be in the opposite direction. This force is acting, see, Coulomb's law force is acting in this direction, but we are applying a force in this direction. So that we have to give a minus here. Minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by q into q divided by r square. That is your F external. Now why we want to write this F external? Because here we know the energy we want to calculate means we have to calculate the work. And work will be equal to Fs, force into displacement. Okay. So there, how much force we want to apply, this we want to understand. That is we are estimating from this Coulomb force. How much Coulomb force is acting on this charge? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by q divided by r square. So this is r square. Suppose this is at x distance, then 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by x square. So this is the force acting on this charge in that direction. That is same amount of force we are applying in this direction, so that we are getting a minus. So our F external we can take as, and now I will see this next. Now see, F external will be equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by, if that charge is at x distance, we can take this as x square. So see, the charge is at infinity and at this distance we are considering as the from this source of this distance we are considering as the x. So we can take f external will be equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square. Once again students, you will be getting in the confusion how sir is putting the minus here. This minus is coming, see, for force acting on the charge by the Coulomb's law equation 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by r square. Now we are applying a force in this direction. See, Coulomb's force is both are positive charge. That is why that are the repulsive force, because this source charge and this charge we are taking as the positive, so that will be a repulsive force. Repulsive force means this will be pushing the charge in this direction. So this force is in this direction. But we want to bring this charge in this direction, opposed to that one. So we have to apply the same amount of force but in the opposite direction. So that is why we have taken minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square or the r square. So see now dw, that small work done, will be equal to f external into this dx. It means dx means that small distance. So this charge is shifted from infinity to this direction, dx distance. So force will be f external and the dx. So this is dw will be equal to f external, that is minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square into dx. Now for getting this complete work done from the infinity to r distance, work done from the infinity to this r distance will be equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square into dx. This is we want to integrate for getting the complete work, and this integration we want to do from the minus infinity to r. Okay. Now listen students, once again I will repeat. So we have to calculate the potential energy of this charge. If you want to calculate the potential energy, we have to calculate the work. Work means that is the first force into displacement we want to multiply. So force F external, how much will be the F external? That will be minus of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square. This is very important one relation students. How much force we are applying? That is minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square. Then dw will be equal to f external into dx. Then dw equal to minus of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square into dx. Now the complete work done from infinity to r, that is equal to integration infinity to r minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q divided by x square into dx. Now see here students, I will write here. See, we have work done from infinity to r. This is equal to, you want to integrate this equation. So here this is a constant, charges are constant, the changing value is this distance. So the constants we can take outside. So minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q, okay, this much outside, and then integration infinity to r, then this will be 1 by x square into dx. Now infinity to r minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q. See, this is for integrating, we are writing like this, infinity to r. This is you are taking the numerator, then this will be minus 2 into dx. Now this will be equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q. Integration of x to the power n, that will be equal to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Okay. So here x to the power n means that is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1, divided by minus 2 plus 1, minus 1. So this will be integrating, that is x to the power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. And limit infinity to r. This limit also 1 by 1. Now the next step, minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q. Now this will be equal to x to the power minus 1 divided by minus 1 infinity to r. Now this is work done from infinity to r will be equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This x we are taking the denominator, so this will be minus 1 by x infinity to r. Now we are applying the limit. Before applying the limit, this minus into this minus, that will be plus. So infinity to r, this will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, minus to minus plus. Now limit application means upper limit minus lower limit. So this will be the upper limit and this will be the lower limit. So 1 by r minus 1 by infinity. Now we know 1 by infinity will be equal to 0. So that this will be work done from infinity to r will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught divided by, see here we are missing that charge, q into q, then here also q into q, q into q into 1 by r. Now when we are writing this equation, work done from infinity to r will be equal to q into q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r. Okay, so this is the work done on the charge to bring from the infinity to that r distance. Okay, so this work done we understood means that much energy will be stored on that charge. Now here see students, in this equation, what is V? V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by r. Question of the potential we have studied, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by r. So here q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r. For that we can substitute V and then this q. So this is what should done, what the energy will be equal to q into V. So this is we are getting the equation, or potential energy will be equal to q into V at r. This is very important calculation, students. It means if we want to calculate the potential energy of a charge, we have to multiply the charge and the potential at r distance. What is the potential at r distance? That potential multiplied with the charge. This will be giving the potential energy of a single charge. So this is the potential energy of a single charge when it is placing in an electric field, external electric field. Now listen students, this is another very important terms you want to remember. U equal to q into V at r. This is already I told you. Energy will be equal to charge into V at r distance, potential at r distance. Suppose we are having in a particular region the potential is 1 volt, or potential difference is 1 volt. So for an electron, when the potential difference delta V equal to 1 volt. So we are taking the charge is 1 electron and the potential difference is 1 volt. Then U equal to U into V, then that will be equal to E into delta V, and delta V equal to 1. So the U will be equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. It means, see students, here the energy will be equal to Q into V. Now V is 1 volt and this is the electron. So electron charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into this is 1. So when you are multiplying this, the same quantity will come. So this much joule. So 1 electron volt of energy will be equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. This is very important quantity you have to unit of energy which we are using in the, see here I have written atomic, nuclear and particle physics. So when you are studying about the nuclear physics or when you are studying the particle level physics or otherwise atomic level physics, there we are using the energy unit as the electron volt. So 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Okay. Now 1 kilo electron volt, 1 kilo electron volt will be equal to 10 to the power 3 electron volt. It means this will be 10 to the power 3 into 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. When we are doing this too, it will be coming 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 16 joule. So 1 kilo electron volt, 1 kilo electron volt will be equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 16 joule. Once again students, another one important unit is 1 mega electron volt. 1 MeV, 1 mega electron volt will be equal to 10 to the power 6 electron volt, which is equal to 10 to the power 6 into 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. So when we are doing this too, this will be coming 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 13 joule. So this is 1 MeV, 1 mega electron volt will be equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 13 joule. Now you can take the 1 giga electron volt, 1 GeV will be equal to 10 to the power 9 into eV, that is electron volt, that is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. So when we are doing this, this will be coming 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 10 joule. This is the 1 GeV, 1 giga electron volt. Now one more higher unit we can take, that is 1 TeV, tera electron volt will be equal to 10 to the power 12 electron volt. Then this will be equal to 10 to the power 12 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. When we are doing this too, we will be getting this is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power 7 minus 7 joules. Okay. So this is 1 eV. So these are some units. So these units are very important students. I told you when we are discussing atomic level physics or nuclear level physics or particle level physics, their energy unit we commonly using as the electron volt. 1 electron volt will be equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Okay. So this is the potential energy of a single charge. Very simple students. One single charge is placed in an electric field, then how much will be the potential? Potential will be equal to that charge into potential difference at that point. Or that particular point potential difference, how much that potential difference? That potential difference into Q. This will be giving the potential energy of the charge placed in that point. So this is one of the equations students. Now we will discuss the next one is the potential energy of the two charge system. If we are having the two charge, now this is we discussed for the single charge system. Suppose we are having the two charge, then how much will be the potential energy that we want to check. So that we will be doing the next. Potential energy of two charge system. Next heading, potential energy of two charge system. Potential energy of the two charge system. We are having the two charges. See, I will show the diagram here. Consider two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by a distance of R12 or otherwise R21. This is the distance. Okay, we have to calculate or we have to find out potential energy of this system. This system's potential energy we want to calculate. So we are taking two charge students. This is the charge Q1 and at R distance we are having another charge. This is Q2 and this distance I have given as the R21. This is the distance and here we want to calculate how much will be the potential energy of these two charge systems. So as we did in our previous that single charge case, the same method we can use here also. See, suppose this charges we are bringing from the infinity to R21 distance, then the potential energy will be equal to, this U will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R21. Okay, how this is coming, that is already we did in that first example students. That is same concept we are using. We are bringing it from the infinity, then we are integrating, then finally we are getting U equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R21. Okay, Q1 Q2 divided by R21. This is the potential energy of the two charge system. Now if you are having three charges or three potential energy of three charge system. Potential energy of three charge system, how much will be this one? This is we can find out students. This is one charge, another charge, third charge is here. So at this is we have given like this Q1, Q2, Q3. So this distance I am marking R21, then this is R23 and this is R31. These are the three distances. Now see here the potential energy will be equal to, U will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. First in between these two we can take the potential energy will be equal to Q1 Q2 divided by R21. This distance. Now in between this we can take 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 Q3 divided by R23. This distance. In between these two charges, this will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q1 Q3 divided by R31. Now here the problem is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So the total U will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught bracket Q1 Q2 divided by R21 plus Q2 Q3 divided by R23 plus the last one Q1 Q3 divided by R31. So this is the total potential energy of this three system of charges. The same way if you are checking the four system of charge, how much will be the potential energy of the four system of charge? Suppose we are having the four system of charge. Four charge system. In this four charge system, one charge is here, another charge here, third charge here, fourth charge here. This is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay, this is the joint like this. Now two diagonals will be done. Now see this distance we can mark R21. This is R32, R32, and here is R34. Then here it is. We can take R41. And now these two diagonals, this distance we can mark R31, and this distance we can mark R24. Okay. So these are the distances and the charges. So see students, clearly we have to mark the distances and we want to mark the various charges. Now first, in between this, what is the potential energy? So the total U will be equal to, in between Q1 and Q2, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R21. So we know in these all cases this will be constant, so that we can take this is outside. Now in between these two, Q2 Q3 divided by R32 plus in between these two, that is Q4 Q3 divided by R34 plus next in between these two, that will be equal to Q1 Q4 divided by R41 plus the next one is see 1 2 3 4. Now these two diagonals want to take, so this will be Q1 Q3 divided by R31 plus. Now the last one is Q2 Q4 divided by R2. So this is the total potential energy of this four charge system. I hope you have understood this one, how we can or how we will be writing the relation for the potential energy of the system of charges. For a single system of charge, we can take Q into V. That is very simple equation. If two charges are there, three charges are there, or four charges are there, you have to find out like this. Okay, I did here for the two charge system, three charge system, and the four charge systems. So this is, today we have discussed the potential energy of the charge placed in an external field. In external electric field, when we are placing a charge, how much potential energy it will get. This is we discussed, and that is we discussed for a single charge, for two charges, for three charges, and for four charges. Okay, so in the case of the four charges, this will be the relation. Students, watch the video and write this all the points in your notebook and try yourself to do the things by the same method. Okay, once you complete that all points from the videos, and after that you try to calculate the potential energy of a 4 system of charge, 3 system of charge, 2 system of charge, and the very important is in first case how we did that first one. That is very important, students. Okay students, we will continue the discussion in the next class. Okay, thank you.